Hi guys, this is the Maryanne Hutchison channel and also Maryanne Hutchison if you're on AGIG. This is going to be one of my latest videos for YouTube and AGIG. And this book that I'm about to show you is not affiliated with the Tolkien Estate or Harper Collins publisher. I got this at Costco for only $15 because originally in the United States it's $24.99, which is $25, and in Canada it's $39.99, which is $34. So this guy is a Tolkien scholar, and it has over 200 illustrations and appendices, and his legends. And his name is Davis Days, and this is none other than a complete encyclopedia of Tolkien, the history and mythology that inspires Tolkien's world, and by David Day. This is one of his books. It's a really great book. I recommend it if you can get it in your country. This is one of the best encyclopedias that I've seen. And this is what you see when you first open up the book. This is what you see when you first open up the book. And this is what you see when you look at the back of the book. On the back. So this is what the back cover looks like. Now, so this is just one of the pictures in the book. So I'm going to go to, I'm going to also talk about the meaning of my son Frodo Baggins. So the meaning Frodo in German is, in the Germanic language, means wisdom, and then also in Old English, Frodo means wise. So if you say Frodo in German, it's wisdom, and then if you say it in Old English, it's wise. So that's what it means. I never knew that. So I'm gonna just flip here. This is one of the next pages. One of the next cool pages in the encyclopedia. And this is another one. This is just an introduction to the encyclopedia and everything. Just an introduction. And these are just starts out with the letter A and goes to A to Z. A to Z, and it's really cool. It has really good pictures. It has pictures of Smaug and the black dragon. There's one of the dragons, you know. So I'm gonna go to, let's flip for right now. I'm gonna flip to Frodo Baggins, and this is what it really looks like. This is what Frodo looks like. So originally Frodo was spelled F-R-O-D-A originally, and so I'm gonna read you what the passage says for Frodo with F-R-O-D-A spelling. It says, the name of several legendary Danish kings and the source for the name of Tolkien's hobbit hero Frodo Baggins. In the Old English epic of Beowulf, there is Frodo, which is spelled F-R-O-D-A, the powerful king of the Heathobrods, who attempts to make peace between the Danes and the Bards. Likewise, a medieval Icelandic poet and historian, Sonorian Struntelos, 1711 to 1241, recorded that another king, Frodo, F-R-D-A, was a contemporary of the Roman Emperor Augustus, and that his reign was conspicuous for peacefulness in Icelandic texts. Peacefulness for peacefulness in Icelandic text. In Icelandic texts, indeed, we find the expression of frothit, meaning Frotha's peace, referring to just such a golden age of peace and wealth. All this in time with Frodo's compassion and attempts to avoid bloodshed. In all his adventures after the carnage of the war, Frodo the Wise becomes a respected counselor and peacemaker throughout Middle-earth. Certainly within the Shire, hobbits experience the equivalence of the Norse legend of Froth the Frith with Frodo's peace. the year after the Battle of Bywater, in the time of the first blossoming of the golden tree of Hobbiton. The war-ravaged Shire is transformed and filled with elvish enchantment. In the year, many children born to hobbits are golden-haired and beautiful, and everything prospers in the Shire. This is the great year of plenty, and makes the beginning of a golden age of the Shire and the age of peace and wealth. So that's what they determined for Frodo with the A in it, F-R-O-D-A in it. So now I'm going to go to Frodo Baggins, spelled F-R-O-D-O-B-A-G-G-I-N-S. So it says, the cousin adopted nephew, so he was a cousin, actually a nephew, and heir to Tolkien's original Hobbit, so he was an heir to Tolkien's original Hobbit, Bilbo Baggins of Bag End. Tolkien's acknowledgement that the names always generate a story in mind reveals a great deal about hobbits in general, and Bilbo and Frodo Baggins in particular. In Frodo's case, there is a linguistic chain of logic. Frodo's name in the original Hobbitish is Frodoa, F-R-O-D-A, as Tolkien known enough. Fraud in the Old English means wise. See, in Old English it means wise one, while the Norse equivalent to Frotha was meaning wise one. So in Norse, in Norway, like Norwegian, Frodo also means wise one. Old English means wise. German means wisdom. So it's all wise. So it just means wise. So Frodo, as well as being peace-loving, is depicted throughout the Lord of the Rings as thoughtful and measured, contrasting with the half-wise Sam Gamgee, or Samwise Gamgee, as you want to say, and the foolish Peregrine Took, which is Mary or Mary, however you say it, or Mary or what was the other one, Mary or Pippin, wherever you say it. I don't even know which one was. At the end of the book, he is celebrated as Frodo the Wise, Frodo the Peacemaker. Deeper historical and mythical associations also contributed to the character and the destiny of the ring bearer. In Old English literature and Scandinavian mythology, the name Frodo, or Frodo, spelled with an A, F-R-O-D-A, Frotha, F-R-O-T-H-I, Frotha, F-R-O-T-H-A, is often considered with figures associated with peace. So this book is really a great book if you're trying to look up character references. They have Samwise Gamgee, Rivendell, the Shire, everything you really need to know about this stuff. So it's a really great book. I think it's a really good handy dandy if you're reading. If you're reading The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and then you're going to move on to the Silmarillion, this is kind of handy dandy. Kind of really handy dandy. So, yeah. So, I hope you liked my review, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. So, bye!